Hi, and thanks for watching this video about Value Line's historical archives. As you can see here, the historical archives are accessed to Value Line's publications from January 1997 to present, and it's a digital add-on for any Value Line digital subscription. The way I got to this page is I went to valuelinelibrary.com, products, additional research, and historical archives. So if you want to read this page, head to valuelinelibrary.com, products, and additional research, historical archives. But let me show you how patrons would use the site or use the historical archives. So here we are on the dashboard. This is where everyone comes in when they first log in. And under quick links, if the library subscribes to Library Basic and adds historical archives, they would see this lit up because VLIS stands for Value Line Investment Survey. Here, there's the current issue. If you subscribe to Elite or the Research Center, which includes the investment survey and the small and mid cap, then this historical archives will be lit up. So they maybe have a company in mind and they want to see something that happened in the company in the past. So I'm going to click in here and here's Apple at the top, and I'm just going to click search. And here's all of the reports for Apple going back, and maybe they have a certain date in mind. They could actually just click on that report, what was happening January 1st, 2016. They could also click on the selection and opinion for that point, the summary and index, the summary and index for the small and mid cap if you have Elite or the Research Center. I'll go ahead and I'll click on the report, and here's a traditional report. We could see it was a timeliness of 2 at the time. In Value Line's world, 1 is good, 5 is bad. And we'll scroll down to the bottom and see what was in bold, because this is what patrons like to look at. They like to look at what's in bold on the reports to see what was new since the last report was issued 13 weeks ago. So that's if you have a company in mind. But let me show you ideas, how people can get ideas. So I'm going to go back to the dashboard here. And I'm going to bring up this week's current issue of the Value Line Investment Survey. We put out 120 reports a week in each issue. And then I'm going to take that issue and I'm going to sort it by timeliness because it's a proprietary ranking and a 1 is good and a 5 is bad. So I'm going to bring everything that got a 1 this week to the top. And I don't really know what Ecolab does. So I'm going to click on them. And here's the digital report for Ecolab, a timeliness of 1, which we already knew. A last price, $214, 18 months can go as low as 94, but it can go as high as 286 if things go right. Under PDF reports, you can see the last 4 reports that came out, but this is something else you can do in digital. I'm going to go charting. Just to show you, I am going to click this little, this vertical gray line, and charting. And I'm going to bring a digital chart to the front. It defaults to 10 years. I'm going to change it to 3 years. Not too surprising that it didn't do too well last March when COVID first started. But if I look around here, I can kind of see that somewhere around December of 2018 is when it took off. So I might want to go back to the historical archives and say, well, what happened in December of 2018? So I'm going to go back to dashboard and I'm going to go to historical archives, but I think, uh-oh, I forgot the actual company I was looking for. So if that happens, go to Browse Research right here. And under Browse Research is actually what you've been searching or your patron's been searching for. And there's Ecolab right under the recently searched tab. So, oh, that's right. Okay, it's Ecolab. So I'm going to go back to dashboard. And I'm going to go to the historical archives. And there's ticker symbol or company name. I'm just going to go ahead and type Ecolab. There it is. And I'm going to hit search. And just like we saw before with Apple, there's everything coming up. Oh, actually, I'm sorry. I'm going to click on the company. And here's everything. And it was around December of 2018. We issued a report November 30th of 2018. there is the selection and opinion for what was going on back then. If you want to kind of, go back in time and see what else we were talking about. This has the model portfolios. Model portfolios are stocks we like. So this is what we liked that week. There's model portfolio 1. But I'm going to go back here and I'm going to bring up the report for Ecolab. And here it is. And as I mentioned before, like there's the timeliness and the safety. It was at $160 a share back then. It's somewhere in the 200s now. And what Value Line patrons like to do is look at what's in bold here. And so what about the stock? Well, it says this issue sits at the top of our recommended list. Indeed, posted solid third quarter results up here. So if you've got a patron who kind of wants to know what happened with a company in the past, you get historical archives going back to 1997. That's how they use it. Hope this is helpful. Thanks.